What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's happening? It's G Mac Russell Falcone. It's Cornelius Russell TV. I'm G Mac Russell Falcone. Also, Cornelius Russell. As I mentioned y'all before, uh, gonna get into this Peppermint Madison story. Uh, Probably do maybe an hour long, maybe a little longer than an hour. Try to do four 15-part segments. Turn into an hour, man, probably a little longer. But we'll jump right into it, man. Uh, First, I'm gonna start it off like this: it's myths and it's legends. I let y'all determine which is which. Uh, a lot of what I heard about Pep was, I think, was a lot of myth, you know, and in some sort, kind of became a legend, but not for the good. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna dive right into it. My first knowledge of Peppermint Madison, which I'm gonna call him Pep, uh, probably at an early age, man. Probably about 6, 7 years old. Uh, I gained my knowledge of Pep through stories I heard from my older cousins. My older cousins had a few run-ins with Pep. Now I don't know bad stuff, but this is just before, I guess, he had really totally flipped all the way out. These cousins I'm referring to, a lot of them are past and gone now. Like I said, I just remember hearing stories, man. I can recall one story I heard. They said one fall night after the Notre Dame game, people walking up and down Eddy Street, they say Pep flipped. You know what I'm saying? Said it got so bad they had to put Pep in restraints. Said they handcuffed Pep and they put him in the police car. Said within minutes, Pep done broke them handcuffs and then kicked that police door open. I don't know. Like I say, a lot of it might be myth and it's turned into some legendary stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's nothing for the good. Said this same night, they let the police dog go on Pep. Now this is where I should have kind of knew the story was going a little bit left, because one of my cousins was like, man, he grabbed a police dog. When the police dog went to bite him, he grabbed a police dog by the jaws. He grabbed him by the mouth and bust his jaws open. That's assault on a police dog. That's murder on a police dog, man. They treat police dogs like regular police officers. You kill one of them, you might well say you killed the police officer, man. You probably gonna be gone for life. I'm just saying. But see, I was little when I was hearing these stories, but now I sit back and I reflect. These are just myths. Maybe things were so bad that people just started adding stories to it just to really make it a story. But I'm bringing it to y'all the way it was told to me. A lot of this ain't facts. It's just myths, is what I'm hearing. But this is the legend of Peppermint Madison. The myth of Peppermint Madison. Some true, some might not be true. Uh, Digging a little bit deeper, I can recall one time at Harris Liquor Store right there on the corner of Georgiana and South Bend Avenue. It's tore down now. Used to be the Five Points area right there. Used to be a marathon station right across the street. They called it Dick's. Uh, Early Eastside shit. You know what I'm saying? You really got to be from the Eastside. You know. Oh, you ain't got to be from the Eastside to ever heard about Pep. You know what I'm saying? From all sides of town, I heard about Peppermint Madison. I'm sure. You know, especially if you was going to that Eastside. You know, in the late '60s, early '70s. You know, mid '60s, late '60s, probably early '70s. I was born in '74, so by the time I really started to resonate, everything had kind of just died down. And I was just hearing like a lot of stories at this point, you know what I'm saying? Started hearing stories, like I said, about when I was like 7, maybe 8. But I can recall one time, me and my Uncle Bill, he pulled up to the liquor store, Harry's Liquor Store, right on the corner of Georgiana and South Bend Avenue. Used to be a liquor store right there on the corner. Right across from the A's, Red Hall, and the barbecue spot right there. Howard Street. Like I said, if y'all from the East, y'all know what I'm talking about. My uncle, he goes in. Now, my Uncle Bill, let me mind y'all. My Uncle Bill was probably one of the best storytellers I probably ever met in real life. That's my mom's brother, you know what I'm saying? He can tell a story, man. Now, whether they was real or not, I couldn't tell you. But he sure knew how to make them sound good, man. Rest in peace, Uncle Bill. You know what I'm saying? He damn sure could tell a story, man. But he came out. He got inside the truck. You know, I'm on the passenger side. This dude walked past. And as he walked past, he just walking past. He looked out the window, was like, and he just keeps strolling. Dark skin, a little tall, probably 6'1", 6'2". Looked like he was every bit 260. Dark skinned man, little fro, and these real thick glasses. You know, didn't look like nobody out of the ordinary that I would think that used to be walking through the East Side. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't stand out to me. So as he walked, I don't know where, if he went in the liquor store, I don't know what, so we drove off. So my Uncle Bill looks over at me, he's like, that was Peppermint Madison. I said, what? That was Peppermint Madison. I said, damn. You know, so he proceeds to tell me this story about what happened to Peppermint Madison. I think he might even told me that Peppermint Madison at one time was an athlete at John Adams when they was younger. I think they grew up together kind of in a way. But what happened was, this is what my uncle told me, I don't know if it's true or not. Back then, kids wanted to drink, you know, and pop all kind of drugs and feel good, get high, whatever the case may be. You know, we talking probably mid-60s, maybe late 60s. My uncle, of course, you know, he in the mix too. He doing his thing. If all y'all from the East Side, y'all remember Willie Thomas, you know. I always called him Uncle Bill. We all called him Uncle Bill, you know what I'm saying? My uncle said it was this thing going around where people was taking NyQuil cough syrup and Listerine mouthwash. They would drink it. And the reason they would drink it, because it had an alcohol content in it. I guess they had to stop taking alcohol out of the cold medicines and the mouthwashes because it was like messing up, you know, it had alcohol in it. This is back in, you know, like I say, mid-60s, late 60s, maybe early 70s. And they said, well, not they, my uncle told me Pep got hooked on the cold medicine real bad, the NyQuil. And he overdid it and it did something to his brain. That's what Unc told me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of stories out there, man. So with this, I'm not going to throw just no in particular names out there. But where I got it from, like I said, they are no longer here to verify. So I can just go off of the best I can remember of what they was telling me about Peppermint Madison. You know what I'm saying? I guess at the same time too, it's not really all bad because, like I said, I heard before, he really just flipped out. He was just an average individual, a productive citizen in the community. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just say he just came out the womb and it was just all bad. You know what I'm saying? So many stories, man. I forgot who told me this story, man. I can't even tell you what it's. I don't even want to tell y'all this story because I can't even tell y'all where the story came from. But it's kind of disturbing. Damn, I want to say, I don't know who told me this story, man. Said, but they were little. And Pep stayed across from Pearly Elementary and Coquitlam Park, which we know from the Eastside as Pearly Park. So Pep said he stayed across the street right there, I guess on Chalfont. Right there on Chalfont Street. Said Pep, one day, kids is in the gym, and as I can remember, the gym was right on the corner of Eddie and Chalfont. There was, there was a gym right there, and there was some doors right there. Said one warm day, I guess the kids on the inside playing, and the doors is open. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, it's hot. Maybe the gym floor is getting moisture. Kids slide. Maybe they scared somebody gonna get hurt. I don't know. I can't even tell you what year this was, but I do remember hearing this story. Like I said, I really don't want to go into the story, but since I'm telling the story about Peppermint Madison, this is one of the stories just to let y'all know. Whether it happened or not, I can't tell y'all, and I can't even remember who told me, but I remember them telling me the story about Peppermint Madison. They said Pep. No, they said I don't know if it's warm or hot outside. Said Pep came in with this wool trench coat and some socks. He had some socks on. Said he walked in, took his socks and kind of slid across the floor a little bit, like he trying to get some grip or something. See how slippery the floor is. Say he took his coat and ripped his coat open. He was buck bookie, y'all, exposing everything in front of all these kids, man. Crazy, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Mine probably done all the way flipped all the way out by this time. It's crazy, man. But yeah, that's just a few of the stories I heard about Peppermint Madison. You know what I'm saying? The cough syrup, breaking of the handcuffs on Eddy Street after the Notre Dame game, kicking the police door off the back of the police car and taking the police dog by the mouth and pulling his mouth apart and breaking his jaws. Then going inside a Pearly Elementary on a hot ass day with a wool coat on and some gym tube socks and ripping his jacket open underneath buck bookie and exposing himself to all these kids. I don't know, man. Very terrifying, but it gets deeper than that. Y'all stay tuned, man. This is the first part of the myth or legend of Peppermint Madison. G Mac Russell, Falcone, G Mac Russell TV. Love y'all. Be easy.